Francis, obviously things didn't go the way you wanted them to tonight. I'm wondering what you take from a fight like this and a situation like this. What do you learn from this, and how do you sort of move forward after what went on for 25 minutes tonight?
I think tonight I learned that I never learned in this sport since 4 years. I underestimate my opponent, and I discovered some new part of this sport and that I ignored about it. And I learned a lot tonight.
Can you maybe comment on perhaps the weight cut? I mean, did it feel? I think people felt like maybe you came in heavier this week than they expected you to. Was that any issue for you leading into this fight?
No, because that wasn't an issue for me, because I think the last time was the same thing, and it's not like I cut away for 1 week or 2 weeks. It was just about 1 day, 4 or 5 pounds total, so because I'm around 270 pounds. But that is not the problem. The problem is I underestimate my opponent, and I go too hard for the first round, and he was tough than I thought, So he resists, and he puts down in a best game plan than me.
Do you feel like you will get a chance to see him again down the road?
Yes, obviously. And, I've been for this sport only 4 years, and I know that I'll keep learning and improving. And what happened tonight was I think was the last step for me to learn about this sport, because it's the only thing that I never faced in this sport. 5-round fight, know how to deal with it. This was the first time, and I did a mistake, and that would not happen again.
Hey, Francis. Very impressive performance tonight too. Anybody who knows your story understands that you never give up, you never quit, and I think you showed a tremendous amount of heart tonight. Can you just talk about what it means to you to display your heart and your courage in the cage against a very formidable champion?
I came here today to win the fight. I just discovered some new part that I was ignorant about. So I never thought about to quit. No, everything, but not that.
Great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Francis. What was your game plan coming into this fight tonight? And as well, you mentioned that you underestimated Stipe's toughness. If looking back, what would you have done differently as well?
I think if I look back, I will go slow for the 2 first round. Step back a little bit, save my energy. Look, watch out, be cautious, and move it forward safely, slowly. I go hard for the 2 first round. He was tough than I thought. I think that was the first fight. I thought he would go down for the 2 first round, because I touched him, and I thought that he would go down, but he didn't.
Lastly, what did you think of your takedown defense going through the fight from the 1st to the 5th round?
He had a good game plan tonight. For the very first round, he didn't try to take me down. He wait as soon as I start get tired, and that was the moment for he to start to take me down, and that was some of my mistake.
Francis, normally between rounds, we see sort of fighters getting iced by their cornermen, and it seemed like you were getting wrapped in towels. I'm just curious as to why you guys went with towels instead of ice, really.
Can you repeat it, please?
It seemed like between rounds, you were getting your corner was putting towels over your body, and normally we see sort of corners put ice. Just why did you guys go with towels?
I don't know. I don't. We don't pay too much attention of that. You know, I think towel was enough. That wasn't a problem. You know, that is just some small detail who doesn't count at all.
Francis, do you remember a particular point in the fight? Over here, Francis. Over here. Hi. Do you remember a particular point in the fight where you felt like you couldn't come back?
He was tough, basically after the second round. But you know, even in my mind, I didn't give up. I keep believing. I keep trust and give all. You know, I might lose this fight, but I give it all. That is the most important thing to me, to give it all. You know, unfortunately, I didn't have the income that I would like to, but I give it all.
Can you describe what your body felt like in the fourth and fifth rounds?
You know, exhausted, tired, but doesn't matter. I was tired after 3 rounds, you know, but mentally I was there and I give it all.
Last one from me. Do you feel like you had knockout power until the end of the fight, or did you feel at a certain point?
Yes, even at the last round, I keep believe that I can knock it out. But you know, my body doesn't follow my thought. I was a little bit tired and slow, you know, but I knew that I still have those power to knock out. But as I said before, knockout power never is not enough. You know, you need to keep with speed, with others things around to be well-rounded.
Stipe, both of you guys hit each other with some tough shots. Did he put you in trouble at any time?
No, with punch. I mean, he hit me, but I don't think he has a knockout power. He just have a real good game plan and know how to deal with a fight.
After this, what's next for Francis? After this fight, what is next for you? What do you think you're going to do now?
I'm gonna do the same thing. Keep improving. Come back stronger than I was, because I think what I learned tonight was the last piece of my game. Was the thing that missed to my game since the beginning. It was the part that I never had an opportunity to learn. So I'm gonna come back and really stronger.
Is there an opponent that you're looking at to get back on top and get another opportunity?
Anyone. I don't have choice for opponent. Anyone. I can take Stipe again. I can take anyone in the division. I think I just have to be me and my staff work about my game plan, and you know, with what I learned today, you probably help me and make it easy for me for the next fight. Doesn't matter who is the opponent.
Hey, Francis, over here. This is the first time that you've headlined a pay-per-view, fought for the heavyweight championship. It didn't go your way tonight, but are there any positives that you've been able to take away from this whole experience? What are the positives that you've taken away from this whole experience, the title fight, headlining a pay-per-view?
You know, say the positive should be the belt, but unfortunately I didn't have it. But the other, if I want to stay positive, I just say I learned more than I did in the last 4 years.
And moving forward, do you think you'll still continue to train out of the Performance Institute, or will you perhaps go to the MMA Factory in Paris? What do you think about that?
I think my training was good. It's not about training. I'm not just gonna put anything on pause because of one fight. This was a mistake. I think if the first 2 rounds, I know how to manage the fight, I will take it easy. I just think that I'm gonna knock it out and I go push myself too hard. That I think that is the real mistake that I did tonight and will cost me the victory.
And final question for me. Now that Stipe Miocic has broken the title defense record in the heavyweight division here in the UFC, there are some people online that are calling him the greatest heavyweight of all time. Would you agree with that?
He proved it. I mean, I can't say no. He's the first one the first heavyweight to defend 3 times his title. But you know, any record can be broken. And I'm not done yet. I think I'm just started.
Hey, Francis, in the back here. Obviously disappointing tonight, but you were able to climb the heavyweight rankings pretty quick. Do we think is the best of Francis Ngannou still to come?
Of course. I always know that. I have a lot to learn, and I still believe that I have a lot to learn. You know, in this sport, a lot of fighters been doing this for a while, and I just doing for 4 years. I don't think in 4 years you can learn what people did in maybe someone for 10, 15 years or for their entire life. You still have to improve double your effort and work harder to follow them. And that is what I'm doing because I know I was late.
Francis, right here. Stipe had you in the down position for a long time in the fight, long periods in the fight. Did that sap your energy? Did that take a lot of your energy, having him on top so long?
Yes, I think basically when I start the 2 first round too hard, I lose my energy by myself. Before I gave him that opportunity, you know, to stay on top. I give him that opportunity to control the game down, because if I was in shape in the 3rd round, he couldn't keep me down as long as he did. But you know. Thank you, guys.